Amar, please come. So, my suggestion to you, Amar, is very simply that people should know what they're talking about before they are asserting, let alone going around to violently, push people around and so on, advancing their ideas. People should know their stuff, yeah? And that is my problem. Anyway, now coming to you, Amar, here is my challenge. I genuinely think, based on research, based on proper evidence, I genuinely think all of Islam is a fantasy idea. All of it. And more importantly, maybe at this time, I'd like to comment this important point to you. You wouldn't have known this before because you might not have read the Quran out and out. All Muslims are supposed to be jihadis fighting for Islam. This is a structural ingredient of Islam. You may not know this currently. Would you like to know this? Would you like for me to show evidence for this?
I think the definition of jihad is not just physical fighting. I think there's other things that are considered jihad as well.
Show me. So in the Quran,
again, I don't know enough to.
When you don't know, don't claim.
Talk to you, but I can't start pointing
Amar, okay, that's fine.
But what I can say, if you're a Christian, I would say let's look at the commonalities between us and you.
No, Amar, please.
No,
Amar, please. I am focused on the fact that we have terror attacks all over the time, all over the place.
From all religions.
What all religions? Are you kidding me?
Including atheists.
Are you saying there are people shouting Jesus Akbar and going chopping other people's heads off? Is that what you're saying?
No. I'm saying that.
So now tell me, please.
All people can commit acts of terror.
People,
regardless of religion.
Sure.
And mostly politicians.
Amar, please listen to me.
I would say
Amar, please listen to me.
The biggest terrorists are politicians. That's my opinion.
Amar. What you're saying might wonderfully work in politics, not in reality. I deal with statistics. Whether you like it or not, please listen to me. Whether you like it or not, the single most biggest threat that our nation faces today is Islamic terror. Statistically, this is the statistically affirmed. Please listen. Islamic terror. If you can read reports on MI5 about this and find out. So please, as much as I appreciate, one second. As much as I appreciate your point that anyone can commit any evil, I completely agree. I appreciate. What we also can go by is statistics. We have history, and therefore we're not going by a priori probability alone. We are going by statistical probability. Islamic terror is #1 issue in the UK and across the West, and therefore I'm addressing that right now. And I'm going to. You said, when I said that all Muslims have to be jihadis, you said, well, actually there are all sorts of different jihads that Muslims can do. And I'm asking you for a simple. I agree. I hear your point. Yeah. I'm now going to ask for evidence again.
No.
Please listen.
I told you from the beginning, I'm not well versed enough to give you evidence.
In which case, I can tell you. There are about 40 occurrences of the word jihad, which in English is translated into strive. Yeah, in English translations, many translations strive. About 40 occurrences of this word in the Quran. You can go through.
Okay.
2 or 3 of these occurrences are in relation to what disbelievers do. They strive for evil things, they strive to do this, strive to do idolatry and so on. 2 or 3 occurrences like this. Of all the remaining occurrences, would you happen to know almost every single occurrence of the word jihad is in reference to physically, violently fighting, attacking disbelievers? Are you aware of this fact or not?
No.
Okay, in which case, I'm going to comment to you again. I heard your previous idea, that's a fantasy idea. Not to demean you as a person. I'd like you to check when you go home to see if what I'm saying is true or not.
Let me say one thing though.
Sure.
Even if I check it and what you're saying is true, does that mean that I should go out and commit harm?
I'm not saying you should. And that is exactly where I'm coming from.
Then the other point is, there's a lot of Muslims in the world, if they were to follow what you're saying is what we should do, then you'll be seeing a lot more acts of
Amar,
the main thing I would say, because again I'm not well versed in this to be the person to talk to you about this sort of topic. I would say that if we look at the commonality between Muslims and Christians, we both love Jesus, we both believe Jesus was born from the Virgin Mary, and we both believe that Jesus is coming back. So rather than looking at differences and what's going to separate us, I'd rather talk about what's common. That's what I know.
No. Don't do this.
I don't know enough.
Amar.
I don't know enough.
Sure.
I don't know
I
enough.
completely agree. But may I please comment to you, Amar, very simply. You know, if you, how old are you?
34.
34. So you've gone through university education and so on. Let's say you study, you know, whatever you studied. Can you imagine people who are utterly clueless in, let's say, history or something, setting the curriculum up for history in a university? Can you imagine that happening? No. People who don't know shouldn't be dictating terms. And I'd like to comment that to you. So please, my point is, ignore, one second, please, Amar. Ignoring what you've said briefly, I'm going to come back to the problem I was trying to highlight earlier. Whether there are Muslims who don't commit jihad or not is a different story. That's not my point. My point is, Muslims should be, must be committing jihad according to the Quran. If you're a Muslim, which you are, what is the primary source of information for you? The Quran. So today, for example, you're today, whatever you are, maybe you haven't read so much or whatever, but let's say 2 years down the line, if Taliban takes over the UK, you'll be forced to read what? The Quran. Yeah? That's what you'll be forced to read. So what you like, what you do, what some other people like you do or like is irrelevant. What you and I need to be focused on is whether this book teaches utter evil or not. If it does, I as a Christian will raise up and wave the red flag and say, look, there is a serious issue here. You as a Muslim so far must also raise up and say, look, I have been a Muslim so far, but the Quran seems to have utter evil. That's what you should be doing. If you care about humanity in general, rather than saying, ignore the elephant in the room, let the terrorists do whatever they do, go around, kill or whatever else. I want to focus on some kindergarten stories. That doesn't do any of us any good. Whether you like it or not, at Speaker's Corner we have had death, attempted murder attacks.
And I don't agree with that. That's bad.
No, whether you agree with that or not,
that's
Amar, here is the point. Well, I'm glad that you don't agree with that.
Of course.
But whether you agree or not, it has happened at Speaker's Corner and the threat is very real even today. I haven't got a clue who would come from where to do what to me. That is a reality. Please listen to me. Which means you now, instead of saying, oh, let's talk about Jesus being born to Mary and we agree on that and focus time on some fantasy ideas alone, we need to focus on what really is important, what is substantial. I am interested in focusing on Christian theology. Completely agreed. I want you to be a Christian because I genuinely think the Bible is based on history. The Bible is based on history and the Bible advances good morality. The Bible advances good morality. In contrast though, the Quran on the other hand,
These people know more than me. I don't know enough.
this guy, I'll demonstrate to you right now, Amar, that the one who is shouting right from there knows nothing more than you. One second. Can I demonstrate that to you? Can you demonstrate that to you? This fellow there who is shouting from there will run away when I turn to him and ask him a question. Can I demonstrate that to you?
I don't know enough.
No, this guy, excuse me sir, if you know about the Quran, please come here. Please, don't run away, please come. Don't run away. Don't act like a... You see, he's already beginning. No. Amar, you need to wake up. Thank you very much. On YouTube, one second, Amar. On YouTube, my channel is called Operation Stephen. Operation Stephen with the PH. Look it up. Thursdays we do live streams. 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. London time. Please come on the show. You can be anonymous. We can discuss about Islam. These guys, Mafia gang. Thank you very much. Amar, God's blessings. Thank you very much. Christian blessings to you. Now, this is the Islamic Mafia gang. If anyone is visiting Speaker's Corner, my dear friends, if anyone is visiting Speaker's Corner, please take a look. This is the Speaker's Corner Zoo. The Speaker's Corner Mafia Zone and in some cases, Speaker's Corner Zoo. They would shout from behind, utter shouts of threat, but the moment I asked a poignant question, they'll turn away and run. That's what they will do. If you are upset, my dear friend, you are clearly upset, speak to your Mickey Mouse Zishan. My dear friend, if you are upset that no Muslim is able to answer our questions, please cover Zishan there. My friend, please cover the gentleman there. And the cameraman here. My dear friend, please speak to your mafia gang boss, Zishan, who is laughing from there as if he knows nothing. Please speak to him and please organize for him to. No, don't be. Earlier you were shouting out. What's happened to you now? So clearly afraid. Everyone afraid.
How much you good?
Come here.
How much you good?
How much?
How much you good to say that?
Is that what you do in Islam?
Yeah. How much you good?
Is that what you do in Islam?
No, nothing.
Well, clearly that's what you do in
Go there
Islam.
and see Islam.
Clearly,
That's not man, mate.
don't touch me.
Okay,
Don't touch me.
No problem. That's no man. Okay.
Where are you
Don't
from?
say that.
Where are you from?
From Palestine. Free Palestine.
From what?
Yeah, free Palestine.
Why are you selling Palestine?
Yeah, free Palestine.
Okay.
No, not that way. He's
The
liar.
gentleman here.
He's liar. He's liar, man. He doesn't know anything.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
How much?
Look, you wanted space for your camera. I want space for
No,
me
touch you,
as a human
no,
being.
I touch you. No,
Why are you selling free Palestine?
No, free Palestine because I'm
He is selling Palestine for free.
Free Palestine.
Look at him.
Free Palestine.
I told you Muslims,
No.
don't ever
touch the Quran.
believe
Hey, man,
Muslims.
don't touch the
See
Quran.
what is happening?
Don't touch the Quran.
What should I do with the
Yeah,
Quran?
don't.
What
touch
would
the
you do?
Quran. You say
What would
God
you do?
is man. Don't touch the Quran.
What would you do?
Nothing, man. Nothing. Don't touch it. That's it.
Don't touch
Yeah, you
it.
don't
That's
know
it.
how much you-
Hey, suddenly realize he's not in Palestine anymore. I don't know where he causes trouble. Where are you from? Gaza?
Gaza, yeah.
Well, how many people you know? Gazans?
Gaza, 60,000.
Please listen.
Yeah.
Why did you vote Hamas in as a ruling government?
Don't say
Why?
to me about fucking politics. I said about Quran. Don't touch it when talking like this way, man. Respect it.
Listen, I am
Respect it, man.
Listen to me.
Respect Quran
Listen.
because all of us were Muslim.
Who all?
Respect that. All of us in here.
Okay.
90% of them Muslim.
When did you catch a flight to the UK? When?
Like 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah, it's too late for you, but wake up at least now.
No,
Listen, listen.
Exactly,
Excuse me, listen.
I'm listening
One
to
second.
you,
This is the UK.
Yes,
This is not Saudi Arabia.
I know.
This is not Gaza.
I know.
Listen.
I know.
No.
That's a free. freedom.
Here, we ask questions.
Yes, and we answer.
Okay, answer.
Okay.
Do you believe?
I believe the Quran. Yes.
Let me finish the question
Okay.
before you know.
Okay.
I know you are a Muslim, but don't be too quick to say the claims. Okay.
Okay.
No.
You got me good money. That's all.
Yeah,
how much
oh,
you
lovely.
got?
Oh, you.
Half.
Okay, yeah, lovely.
Just
Good
say.
joke. Lovely joker. Lovely joker.
No. It's that.
Unfortunately, okay, come.
No,
So,
it's Baba. Ask me. But you are
according to
knowing-
one second. Do you agree with me that according to the Quran, Hamas are good Muslims?
Don't say Hamas. Quran.
Listen.
Hey, Baba. Don't
Excuse
say
me.
me Hamas.
Please listen.
I don't believe anyone.
My dear friend.
No Hamas.
Please listen. Listen.
I'm listening.
You.
But don't
What's
say
your
me
name?
Hamas.
What's your name?
Abdullah.
Abdullah.
Yeah.
You are Abdullah. I am Arul.
Harun.
Arul. A-R-U-L.
Yes.
Arul asks a question that Arul wants to ask.
Okay.
Is this clear to you?
Yes.
This is not an Islamic land where you tell me what to ask.
Yes, sure.
I will ask what I want to ask.
Of course.
If you want to answer, if you can answer,
Okay, I
please
will.
answer. Otherwise, move on.
I will.
Okay.
Just ask
I'm
me.
going to ask the question again.
Ask me, please. Yeah.
Do you understand that according to the Quran, Hamas going around murdering innocent people are good Muslims? Do you understand this?
I understood, but this Quran from 14,000 years, not from 1 year.
14,000 years?
Yes, man.
What about the Americans? Are they
No, wait. Excuse me, wait.
1,000.
Look,
looking, bro?
1,000.
the gentleman is answering.
Alright, cool.
You were earlier shouting from that crowd. Yeah, of course, kuffar and whatever else. You are the one, weren't you? From there. You did shout.
No, not me.
Okay, you want to lie now. Like your prophet. Don't lie.
Like who?
Excuse me.
Excuse
Can
me.
you pay attention to the person you're asking questions to?
Okay.
Yeah,
Now,
tell him.
if you want to, if you,
Don't say Hamas. Don't say Hamas.
wow, excuse me. Don't touch me again. Is this clear to you? Don't touch. It's my property. Don't touch. You're not allowed to. Excuse me. Okay, now coming to you, sir.
Yes. I believe
Do we-
the Quran.
No,
I
no.
understood your question.
Hamas
Answer.
are good Muslims. Do we agree? According to the Quran, Hamas
for
are
me-
good Muslims. Can we agree?
For me, Palestinian people in Gaza.
Is he going to answer my question?
Baba, just let me explain to you the situation
Explain.
in Gaza. I'm from
Forget
Gaza.
about Gaza.
I was born
Explain.
there. No,
Answer
Hamas
my
in Gaza,
question.
isn't it? Hamas in Gaza.
But the question is specific.
Yeah.
But the question is specific.
Let me tag in.
No, don't touch me. No,
I'm
please.
not touching you. I'm tagging
You
you.
are touching me.
No.
Cover this.
I'm tagging him.
Please cover this. Please cover this.
tagging him.
Yeah, please. But keep
What is up
distance.
with your anti-this?
Keep distance.
What is up with your
Keep
anti-this?
distance.
I am no
Please, man.
further away from you than he is.
Yeah, I know.
So
but
what's the issue?
He didn't, in a threatening manner, come here.
I didn't
Please
come
keep
in a
distance.
threatening
That's not
manner.
what he's
Can I
saying, man.
request you to
I have
keep
not
distance?
come to you in a threatening manner.
Thank you.
have
That's
said-
lovely
What are you
to
saying?
receive that
During the
confirmation.
conversation.
Can I please ask you to give
If you
me
really
distance?
want to step back, you
Can
are
I-
welcome to step back.
Okay, this is the best of Islam.
No, I know
Now,
that
to you
too.
again.
Yes.
If you agree that Hamas are good Muslims,
Am I stepping on him?
tell me, if Hamas are terrorists,
If you do not-
why aren't the rest of those who agree with the same material terrorists? Please explain.
No, don't say Hamas to me. Okay. This Quran from 1,400 years. Hamas almost like maximum 10 years, 15 years. Some people inside Gaza make something bad. And they all Palestinian people in Gaza died. man.
Abdullah, I'm
This
going
is-
to go back
this
to
is
the question.
problem, man.
Do you agree that Hamas are good Muslims? Do you agree?
Yes, I do agree.
He agrees.
Yes,
Hamas
they
are good Muslims.
Yes, they are.
Please capture this.
Yes.
Hamas are good Muslims.
Yes, they are good.
So
Yeah.
could you? Once. No. Please don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't. If Hamas, he is saying this. Him. If Hamas and a Quran says this. If Hamas, if Hamas, please. If Hamas, you're wasting time. Please keep. Once, please. Please, don't touch me. Please, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Okay. Now let me come to you, Abdullah.
Yes, please.
If Hamas, one second, my dear friend. This is very important. Given that, no, this is very important. Given that Hamas,
in India.
Yeah,
given that Hamas,
everywhere, not just in India.
you see her explanation? Apparently, some Muslims are being killed in India, and therefore she'll go around killing. That's her explanation.
I know that.
If Hamas, please. Okay, Abdullah, please, just one second. Abdullah, let the lady speak. Yeah, let the lady. Wow. Why is she angry? Is this a Muslim lady?
Become Christian.
She's angry. Why is she angry?
Ask him.
Why is she angry?
He is a Muslim.
Why is the lady angry?
He will never answer.
Why are you angry?
Why are you killing the Muslims?
Why are you angry?
Muslims are citizens in India. Why are you
Yes,
here?
something is wrong.
Why are you here? Why are you here?
Should she be
leave
silent?
her. She's not Indian. Back to you. Please,
No, please, calm.
I don't want to deal with
No,
her.
calm.
Because about us.
Yeah.
He's
He knows. She knows. No, she is. She wants to be Hamas.
What do you do with Hamas? I'm Arab. I'm Arab. Yes, شو مشكلتك مع حماس؟
Please, let's read this. Surah 9, please.
ما عندنا كهنوت.
No, say calm. Wow. She's wasting, Ignore it. My dear friends. My dear friends. My dear friends.
Are you just picking
My-
and choosing who you want to hear?
My dear friends. No, ignore her. She's here to distract. Let's focus on the conversation, please.
Does it depend on who you
Surah 9.
by the answer you're willing to hear?
Surah 9.
Listen.
Ayah
Listen.
111.
تعرفي الدين جاوب يعني ما تعرفي لا تردين عليه.
أنا قريت في الأزهر في مصر وقال
والحين ما فهمتي شو قال؟
Can you read aloud this for me, please?
أصلا حتى الجواب.
Please, can you read this aloud for me? Indeed?
Can I read it in English?
Yeah, let's read
And
aloud.
then I will read it in Arabic.
Sure, no problem. Sure. Wow. Say no, wow. Yeah, give space for the. No.
The Bible lie, I know. Bible no English.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. See the Surah 9.
Hey, you liar, man.
Don't touch. Stay away. Surah 9. Abdullah.
What's the passage?
Stay quiet.
What verse?
You can't answer. Stay quiet. Surah 10.
Brother, let's give back.
Surah 9.
Surah 9. I saw
Stay quiet, please.
Shab, what you mean?
Surah 9, Ayah 111. Please.
But can I ask you one
No,
thing?
please read.
I will read it. I will read it. I promise you.
Hey,
Can
Surah
I'm gonna
9.
read, and then I'm going to give the explanation. Okay?
But let's read first. Read. Yes. Surah 9, Ayah 11. Please read aloud.
Listen to it.
Okay, indeed.
Excuse me, sir. Quiet. My dear friends, quiet, please. Quiet.
No.
Thank you. Quiet. Please be quiet, please. Thank you.
Listen, man.
Yeah, please, quiet. Thank you. Don't panic. Yeah, please.
I will read it in English, and then I will read it in Arabic, and then I will give the explanation in English.
Sure. And then I'll ask questions. And then I can ask questions.
Indeed, Allah has purchased from the believers their lives and their properties in exchange for that they will have paradise. They fight in the cause of Allah so that they kill and are killed. It is a true promise upon him in the Torah and in the Gospel and the Quran, and whoever is truer to his covenant than Allah. So rejoice in your transaction which you have contracted, and it is that which is the great attainment.
Yeah.
Okay. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الله اشترى من المؤمنين أنفسهم وأموالهم بأن لهم الجنة يقاتلون في سبيل الله فيقتلون ويقتلون وعدا عليه حقا في التوراة والإنجيل والقرآن ومن أوفى بعهده من الله فاستبشروا ببيعكم الذي بايعتم به وذلك هو الفوز العظيم. Okay, can I just give an explanation? Okay?
Please do.
Okay, so for example, if I say this record in a music made a big hit, the word hit doesn't necessarily mean a physical hit. The word hit can have different interpretations and different understandings. In the Quran, the word yuqatiluna, yaqtuluna has different levels of depth of meaning. So yuqatil can, for example, now, if you are fighting against destruction, in the context of Quran, you are considered a muqatil, as someone who is in the state of fighting. It doesn't necessarily mean killing. You are killing the consciousness of those who do not understand, right?
Please.
So in the Quran, can I just finish? Yeah. So in the Quran, when it's speaking about killing, it even says killing themselves. Moses alayhi salam in the Quran in Surah Al-Baqarah asked the Israelites to kill themselves. So does this mean that Moses was telling them to commit suicide, or was he telling them to kill the nafs, which is the psychology, or would he say your consciousness or the ego in itself, to kill it so that you can be rebirthed, the same as Krinasi, the idea of birth, the death and rebirth. So you are birthed into something new, into this new person who does good deeds, so that you are forgiven. So what is your point from here? What is
Sure. So
what is the confusion for you?
There is no confusion. Only
Okay.
what you have said is very confusing.
No.
Okay.
The what is here?
Correctly.
No, please.
She's reading Quran.
Very clear. She explained to you what's saying this.
Excuse me. Look, she is intelligent. She is reading.
How you can be?
You are unintelligent. You didn't want to read earlier. So stay quiet right now.
Just
Thank you.
listen to her.
If you can
I
say,
read everything.
You?
She's reading Quran, friend of
Excuse-
you, and you say it doesn't make sense.
look, let the lady speak.
You have no logic.
Let the lady speak. Thank you. You're pretty useless here at the park. Please stay quiet. Thank you.
Shaitan, you are fitna.
Thank you very much.
Fitna right now.
I know.
Wallah, you are shaitan.
I know. If you had a chance, you would kill me. I agree. Completely agree. No. If you had a chance, if we were in Pakistan, you would kill me. I completely agree. Now, don't be angry. Don't be angry. No, not now.
So you're a
Not
brick
now.
wall.
Not now.
You're a brick wall?
Thank you very much. Not now. So coming to you, my dear friend. So I am reading this, and I'm going to tell you what the text means,
Okay.
and I'm going to explain to you what the text means
Yes.
in its historical context, in its textual context, what it really means. Yeah. Let's read this again. Indeed, Allah has purchased from the believers their lives and their properties, for that which they will have paradise. So Allah is promising something in the paradise, and He is saying, look, I'm promising something there, and therefore don't hold on to something here, is His point. I'm promising something there.
That's their money. أموالهم.
Wow, wow, wow,
what they
What
wow.
the property say his money.
Property is what you own.
No, it say أموالهم.
أموالك مالك.
لا أموالهم ما هو الأموال.
مال أي شيء لك يا
When you
مالك
read-
بيتك
لا لا
أولادك
حشرة من أموالك.
When you were trying to give an explanation, did I listen or not?
أكلمها.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen.
Yeah, this lady is here to distract. I'm telling you. She is a regular here, and all that she does, instead of explaining anything, instead of intelligently participating, look at her, participating in a conversation, she comes here just to distract. So please, if I can request you to stay. She's always angry like this.
Yeah.
So, indeed, Allah has purchased from the believers their lives and their properties in exchange. For that, they will have in paradise. So, you're going to have some stuff there, and don't therefore hold on to stuff here, is the instruction.
The exchange, yeah.
Is the exchange. So, in this life, what do you do? In this life, what do you do?
Don't get attached to stuff.
Exactly. You don't hold on to anything.
Exactly.
You
So
give
you
up. You give up.
You let
fight
go.
to be-
You let go. You let go. One second.
Psychologically and
One second.
mentally.
One second.
Fight
You
to
let
peace.
go.
One second. One second. You let go of what? Of everything in this world. And then we continue. When you let go of everything in this world, what would happen? They fight in the cause of Allah. You know, you're not holding on to anything here, you're going to fight.
You understand nothing, man.
So, if you're going to university to intellectually argue.
Don't compare. This is the uni. We talk
Is she
about the
disturbing
heaven.
again?
We talk about the heaven. You don't
Is she
even English
confused
here. Okay? You don't even English here.
Yeah,
My-
she's
The
lying.
uni get to do with the
No,
heaven.
he's liar.
We talk about the
لا
heaven.
He got
ضرب
money,
الله
that's it.
مثلا
He got money, that's
هو
why
يقول لك
he got
اليوني شو خص اليوني؟
he's given an
لا
example.
ما في example.
الجامعة.
لا ما في
لا،
example.
Yes, yes.
She is here to distract.
Okay, so I like what you're saying.
Yeah. What my point is,
بأن لهم الجنة.
you give up your all. What do Muslims hold on to, which Allah wants them to give up? Their lives.
Up to us.
Their own lives. The Islamic Allah is instructing, don't hold on to your own lives even. Rather, what do? Fight.
It doesn't say lives. It says
But-
your property is owned. It
One
says your
second,
own.
one second,
It's
one
what
second,
you-
one
Your
second,
property.
one second, one second.
بس انتقد القرآن.
Allah has purchased from the believers their lives.
He's lying, man.
Lives.
Got some money.
Do you see that?
أنفسهم
It says lives.
ليس حياتهم.
Yeah, lives. So it says lives.
No, lives. No, lives.
حياتهم.
أنفسهم means
What is
that
it?
أنفس is the soul.
Yeah,
not
yeah.
the life.
Yeah, life. Yeah, you're all, your being.
It's
Your soul. Okay, your soul.
not soul, even
I'm
soul.
fine. We're talking
Yeah.
about minor differences. I'm not
Yeah.
focused on minor differences. We and I'm happy to go with you.
Your soul is
I
not the same
understand,
as
my
your
dear.
entire life.
حبي ولا سادة
Sure,
ولا شو
sure.
أنقل.
Because there's
My dear friend, my dear friend, my dear friend, my dear friend, please. Please now, we need to focus on this.
بس from the female.
Allah, Islamic Allah is saying, look, I'm going to give you stuff there, and
No,
there,
heaven,
I'm
heaven.
going to give you stuff there,
Heaven.
and therefore be willing to lose your stuff here.
No,
Whether you word it as soul
No,
or
lose.
life,
No, lose.
doesn't matter.
I agree.
No, lose.
And then it continues.
No lose.
Don't hold on to anything at all, but rather do what? Fight. Fight in the cause of Allah. So they kill and are killed. They kill and are killed.
يقتلون.
So how do you? Why does?
يقتلون
Wow, wow, wow.
ويقاتلون.
Yes.
Why does the Islamic Allah say?
No,
Be prepared to lose everything. What is he talking about? Oh, wow.
ما فيها فتحة فيها
Hey, wow.
ضمة يقتلون
Excuse me.
يقتلون
Hey, wow, wow.
ويقاتلون.
Look, you've spent 50
They
years.
they are killed.
You've
It
spent
says
50
that.
years
No, ما
in
في
your
كلمة
masjid,
ترجع عليه.
and you're learning this for the first time. At
اللغة
least listen
العربية
today.
فتحة ضمة المعنى
My dear
الكلمة.
friend, what is wrong with her?
يقتلون
60 years, 60 years of masjid.
الحين الحماس
60 years of masjid hasn't done her any good. Only today she is learning this, and she won't even listen today.
مسلم كشمير.
You see, she knows exactly what we're talking about. Murder, physical murder. Allah, Islamic, oh wow.
No.
Islamic
No,
Allah,
you're
I'll ignore her from all.
No.
Islamic Allah is saying, be willing to give up your life, your soul, in the way you want it, your soul, because you'll get it all there. Here, be prepared to leave.
Why?
What do you do instead by, working to leave? Fight.
Why?
kill
Why they kill
and
it?
be killed.
Why?
Clearly, here we
Why?
are talking about physical
No, it's
fighting
not. No,
to lose
no.
your own soul.
No.
Killing others
No.
and
Killing
being
others,
killed.
no, fight.
This is the profession.
You
Now,
can't
one second.
do that,
And then it
fight.
goes on, and then it goes on,
Fight.
and it says, quite
Fight.
gaslightingly, it says, this is a true promise upon him in the Torah and the Gospel and the Quran. My dear friend, it claims, the Quran erroneously, gaslightingly claims that this is what is there in the Torah and the Gospel also, which is clearly wrong. It is not there. No Christian is a jihadi. No Christian is a jihadi. There's no Christian who can be a jihadi because Christianity doesn't teach this. But what does the Quran teach? To kill and be killed. And then he goes on and says, look, when you truly do this, it says, who is truer to his covenant than Allah? Allah is giving you more confirmation. Don't worry if you lose everything today here, your life included, your soul included, you will get it there. That's the confirmation.
I totally understand, the understanding of people understanding in that way. When I was doing my research on the Quran, because I also had my doubts. I also had my doubts about a lot of the understanding and the thing of the Quran. But then a verse in the Quran says, it says that يضل به كثيرا ويهدي به كثيرا وما يضل به إلا الفاسقين.
Surah, which chapter?
Surah Al-Baqarah chapter 2, verse 26. Okay? With the Quran, Allah He misleads many thereby and guides many thereby by the Quran, right? Which means that there are people like these jihadis who go on, they are mentally not well, these who claim that they are Muslims, they are mentally unwell, they haven't learned how to train their anger, they haven't gone through healing and therapy. So when they go in to read the Quran, how do they understand it? They understand that God is telling them to go and do these things. So Satan works through these people, like who are going to kill, to understand the Quran to not understand it in a positive way, to come and say, oh, look what Allah told us to do. However, that verse I could simply mean, if you have a child today and let's say, this child passes away, this is a comforting verse. Why? Because it's telling you to not be attached to this, because in the hereafter, even if this is lost, He will give you something better after. You can still meet a new person, you could still have a wife, you could still have another child. So this old version of yourself that is depressed for this loss of this child, you have to kill it. Okay, you have to not kill. The word verse in the Quran in Arabic, يقتلون, does not necessarily mean physically kill and murder someone, because murder and kill are two completely. If I say, oh my God, if you tell a child I'm going to kill you, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to kill them, right? So the word يقتلون is not the accurate meaning of it in English. Is kill. It's a psychological thing when you overcome it.
Like staunch or stifle.
One second.
I mean.
Here is my problem. Here is my problem with your explanation.
Okay.
You conveniently ignored.
Yeah.
I'm not saying deliberately necessarily. For now, maybe you are half-hearted and therefore you want to try this. You gave the example of saying your son died or someone's son died and Allah instructs something. But here, note carefully,
if a child is growing,
note carefully, my dear
they
friend.
would have to let go of themselves being a child, a baby, for them to be able to grow and start walking
the problem,
and feeding.
I heard you. But the problem is this with your explanation. The problem with your explanation is they are letting go of their child. That's your explanation.
What's the child?
Yeah?
No.
They are letting go.
No, I'm not speaking
Please
about
listen.
that. I'm not speaking about.
No, please listen. One second. Let me please. Let me please.
If you lose your son in a car accident,
Sure.
yeah, that's he didn't kill
I know.
himself.
I
I'm
didn't.
not saying killing your child.
I didn't say you said
In
kill.
the Quran, there's another verse. It says,
No, please. Let me finish. Let me please finish. Let me please finish. I'm not saying. I am not saying that you said kill your child. I didn't say that.
Let me read it.
Let go of your child. Car accident, whatever. No, give it up. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Conveniently, what you did, whether deliberately or not, conveniently what you did was that you ignored the fact that it is not talking about letting go of your child,
Where it says a child,
but rather it is talking about letting go of your own life. You said you wanted to give the clarification that it is your own soul. So I am focused on.
Yeah, you have to.
One
Okay,
second.
let's-
One
if
second.
I- if I'm
Let me
an
finish.
addict
Let me finish.
and I
Let me finish.
and I do drugs,
Let me
I need
finish.
to give up on this life.
Let me
to get a
finish.
better life.
Let me please finish.
Rosie,
Let me please
you're
finish.
saying
Let me
what
please
you're
finish. Let me please finish. You are letting go of your own soul, your own life, in the translation here, in your mind, in your translation, your own soul. Fine, fair enough, no problem. Why do you have to let go of your own soul? It goes on. They fight in the cause of Allah and they kill and are killed. You need to explain all of these four components. You're letting go of everything in this world, including your own soul, number one. Number two, you are fighting.
But that's what Jesus did as
No,
well.
please listen. Please listen. Jesus didn't do this. Don't, just because the Quran is said,
Can I give you an example
no, please,
how in
no,
a
please,
positive manner?
my dear friend, no, please,
No, he
no,
didn't.
I
You wanna
hear
finished.
what she has to say?
I haven't asked. Finish the question. Four specific details you have to bring together.
Yes.
Giving up your own life, giving up your own.
Finish what you said.
He has COVID. Please don't. If you have COVID, please give me distance. No, this gentleman has COVID. Why is he coming near me?
Protected myself from your germ.
No, no, that's not how you do that, my dear friend. I don't know
I do it in my way.
Why is he confused? Why
you
does-
can dictate that in your India.
Look,
don't
if you
here.
have COVID, which I think you might have because you're wearing that mask still, or you may have a mental illness, please give me
I want you to
distance.
show him his hypocrisy.
Wow, wow.
He has said to let
Aki,
him
Aki, please
finish.
stay there.
Not your business.
It is
So,
where
your business.
you said
It's not your
you want to
business.
come and stand
Four
here and talk to
specific
him.
details.
I said be patient.
Letting go of your own life or your own soul, fighting, killing, being killed. All four have to come together, plus the historical context of this having happened. You know the inviolable, you know the Masjid al-Haram. Masjid al-Haram, that's the historical context. How did they acquire Masjid al-Haram?
Matthew
By going fighting,
29.
killing, and being killed. And are you a Sunni Muslim?
I don't identify with any religion.
You're not Muslim?
In what context do you mean am I Muslim?
Are you a Muslim? Do you follow the Quran?
I follow the word of God.
Or do you follow the Quran?
I follow the
She
word
has
of God.
answered your question.
She hasn't.
She
Do
has.
you follow? Do you consider the Quran to be word of God?
Yes, I do, and I consider the Bible to be the word of God.
Have you ever read the
exactly.
Bible?
Yes, I have.
You have.
Yes, I read the Bible like every week.
You know, you don't have to
So,
read just
we'll come
one
to the
book
Bible.
to
And I
understand
take
God.
Did Jesus anywhere say go fight, kill, and be killed anywhere?
Yeah, there is Matthew 19:29.
Stay quiet, please.
Why?
Thank you.
No, let me answer you. Let me answer you. Why are you scared? Why are you scared?
I can give you in the context of what Jesus
Read
did.
it, read it, sister,
right?
read it for him.
In a positive
Read it
sense.
for him. Just read this one. Just read it for
Aki,
him.
Aki, don't disturb. You're wasting time,
I
please.
will.
Expose him.
Let me just.
Just
It's
stay
not
quiet.
about exposing.
Look,
Don't expose
This
him.
is
He's a
about
dog. You
sharing.
You don't even know Arabic. Please stay quiet. Thank you.
Yeah,
Come
Jesus
here.
called your dog. Yeah, I know.
Jesus, he let go of his worldly desires, right? He let go of that kind of life. And then he went
By the way,
to
so
fight the ideology
for you-
of the Hebrews when he was telling them not to do that. And in return, what did they want to do? He was doing it for the what? For the sake of God, in the path of God. And then in return,
Hey,
he was...
don't put your hand
Show it
near
to the camera.
Don't
And
put
in
it.
return,
You're wasting your time. Please,
There is,
people.
there is no
return,
caste system. You can use
he
it in
was
India. No hair. No
killed.
touch me. No touch me.
Why?
Caste system.
Because
Use
he
it in
comes
India.
back
No hair.
again.
Did
He reincarnates
Jesus kill?
again.
Okay, so you
He
under
was killing
my dear
the
friend.
ideologies,
My dear friend.
mentally and psychologically dismantling. This is in the
Sure.
context of Quran.
Ca-
This
but-
is what qital means.
No, my dear friend, please.
You
No,
know,
no.
the Quran is in Arabic, right?
Jesus, my dear friend,
Yes.
please. Do you understand?
Yes.
Given that Islamic terrorism is a huge issue
Yes, it is a
across
huge
the
issue.
Western world,
It is, yes. I
given
agree.
that is a
Christian
huge
terrorism.
one second.
Yeah.
Given that it is a
Christian
huge
terrorism as well.
stay quiet, man.
Yeah,
Look,
because
if your wife didn't
you're
let you
talking
speak
about
at home,
my
why do you
religion.
come here?
Like,
Just stay at
I
home.
don't want to speak to you.
Just stay at
I
home
want
and
to speak to you.
Okay,
But you're
stay in
scared.
your masjid.
You're scared.
Masjid and
You're
keep
scared.
shouting. Why are you here? This
You're
is
scared.
speaker's corner, my dear friend.
I'm
Stay
protecting
behind your
myself.
camera at least. Why do you
I'm
come
protecting
forward?
myself from
No.
your germ.
Yes.
Can you let me read the verse? It
Given
will
that,
expose you.
given that,
Arul,
we
are
have
you
a huge.
racist?
Yeah,
Have
no,
you
no,
racist? Because
no,
you've
no.
ignored me this whole time,
I'll come
and
to
you
you.
engage
My
in
dear
every
friend,
other
I'll come
person.
to you in a minute. You need to. You need to. No.
Caste system.
My dear
You know
friend.
what happened to you?
Given that,
This
given
verse
that
from the Bible will
Islamic
expose him.
terrorism
You
is a
don't.
huge issue right
Christian
now,
terrorism.
you and I,
That's what you
who
do.
want to be sensible,
You're projecting.
have to be really, really accurate instead of muddling up truth,
There is no book
you know, instead of
who called
wow,
to kill children,
instead of
only your book.
instead of
Netanyahu, he used the Bible, he didn't use the Quran.
What's your name?
do you know him?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Seems you have a mental illness.
Can you please just
Some
give us
sort
a
of a
moment?
perpetual mental illness.
Irrelevant, okay?
Hey,
Not all.
please speak to your friends. Aki, please go speak to your friends.
Only-
After the sun,
only book
maybe because of the dust.
killing of
My dear
children
friend,
of the rape
my dear
is
friend,
the Bible. There is
my
no
dear
other
friend,
books.
maybe because it is past 5
Thank
p.m.,
you.
he's a little bit
Thank you. You want to
very
speak
unstable.
I don't
Please
need
go and look at your COVID mask. Look at his COVID mask. Why does he wear COVID
Not
mask?
anymore.
Now, very simply, given that Islamic terrorism is a huge issue across the world,
given to the father
in the
50
UK
shekels,
and elsewhere,
that's
we
what-
now
that's what
need to be
terrorism.
clear
Kill every male, every boy,
when
every
it
child,
means
every baby,
kill,
infant,
which
camel.
means physical
That's
killing.
in your book.
We need to clearly point out and say, look, this is physical killing. Let me ask you a simple question right now.
He's scared to read
I heard what you said
Can you
earlier.
read it?
Do you
Can you
at
read
least
it?
for now
He's
agree
scared
with
to
me
read the Bible.
that this was
scared to read the
historically,
Bible.
in the historical
Jesus was
context of
white.
Masjid
Jesus was
al-Haram,
white and that
was
is
physical
embarrassment for
killing? Do you agree with that?
Jesus was white.
I wasn't
That
there,
is
so I don't
embarrassment
know.
for you.
I don't really.
Are you familiar with Masjid al-Haram?
Can you read
I
it?
am, but I don't really take the
Okay, let
history
me
of
read
the
this for the
seerah because
camera.
I believe it's
And
been
everyone that
My
has
dear friend,
forsaken
so you are
houses,
you
or
don't
brethren, or
take
sister, or
hadith
father, or
seriously.
mother, or wife.
Okay, in
all
which case,
children
we have to have a
online,
different conversation.
for my
Can I please
name,
suggest something to you?
for
Just
my
quickly.
name's sake,
My YouTube
so
channel is called
receive
Operation
and
Stephen.
hundredfold
seen you
and
before,
shall
I-
inherit
We do live streams
everlasting
Thursdays.
life.
Thursdays, 6 p.m. to
Read
10
it,
p.m.
you
London time.
coward.
Are you based in the UK?
I'm based in the UK.
So
Read
6
it.
p.m. to 10 p.m. London. Please join us.
Yeah.
Muslims, people like you are best. You can come, speak to us, and we can have a sensible conversation. This gentleman, I tell him deliberately, don't come near
Okay,
me.
so I always like
I
at the end of
don't.
any conversation,
I
it's
don't.
kind of
But
me
I
in the
know
middle
that
at the end of the day.
you
You're a
believe in
human, I'm a
caste
human.
system.
Exactly.
How
But
do
you can
think
use it
we
only in
can
India, no here.
Make the world a better place. How do you feel?
Sure.
You know the
how do you
caste
feel
system,
like
no
we
touch me, no
can
touch me. That's what
help
he
people
used.
who are
He
victims
wants
to
to
this
practice
mindset
it.
to
Yeah.
go and
Sharia,
kill
he
people
wants
and
to
so
practice
on?
it here
Sure.
in
And
this
you know, a
country.
lot of
How do we deal with that?
A lot of young
Muslim about
boys
how
are brainwashed with
He
these kind of
projected.
verses
Yeah.
and
He
taken to
projected
specific
himself.
places to do terror acts.
Yeah.
What he want to do.
Terrorist acts. How do you feel like we can protect ourselves and protect our kids
From
and,
that.
and unite as a nation?
That's
to-
a marvelous question.
To you know,
That's a marvelous question. I'll answer you. The way, so the lady has a very important question. Given that Islamic terrorism is a serious evil that we have,
I agree, yes.
how do we bring
Killing
about
children,
peace?
killing the
How do we
baby,
eliminate what is
killing
happening
old
right now?
people, Killing
Wow.
raping for 50 shekels. You have to give to the father.
What is happening? Please bring your handlers.
Yeah.
He is non-stop, wow, non-stop.
No, Jesus
Maybe
is
that
the
is why he has a
protocol.
mask.
Jesus is the one.
Please bring the muzzler also.
I'm protecting
He needs a
myself from
silencer
your-
on him.
From your
Please.
germs. I'm protecting myself.
He
from
needs
your
a
germs.
silencer also. Please bring.
Because you believe
Sorry.
in caste system.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
And I believe the
Please,
caste
please.
system that you're
Thank you.
protecting yourself.
Thank you very much.
You
Thank you.
understand? You're
Thank you.
protecting
Thank you.
yourself.
Now coming.
Killing
How do we do
baby
that? Very
is
simply.
bad, is
Wow.
inhuman.
Very simply
This book
by
is the
doing
only
this.
book who promoted
You and I
killing babies.
need to be clear,
Raping one
honest,
little girl
open,
and giving to the
sincere.
father 50
Go with
children.
facts.
Can you believe that?
Go with facts, not
Tell him,
beliefs.
show me in
Facts.
Quran, show me
and
Quran,
in a
something like that.
dispassionate
That's
way,
not to write- to write a
read
little
through
girl,
whatever
give her father
literature,
50 shekels.
whether
Show
it's the Bible,
Show me.
the Old Testament, the
Show
New
me.
Testament, the
Show me.
Quran,
If you
or
look at
any
what
other
the Prophet
literature.
impregnated his
We need to
mom,
read through
and this was
dispassionately,
Pedophilia,
find out in the
the
historical
infiltrate.
context what these things
Your
really
people
mean,
call this the infiltrate
and
pedophilia.
given the fact that some things are evil, we need to say, look, this is clearly evil.
All the women, all
The best defense you had for this is by obliterating the historical context, ignoring the original meaning, and ignoring the 4 specific points.
Who said that? That's the
Ezekiel
original
16.
meaning. Because you know the
What we should
tafsir,
do with our
when
sister
we
who
read
have no
tafsir,
breast.
like
How you can do it
Abu
this
Bakr
verse?
Jazairi, the Tabari, all of these things. It's a very limited
coward. Shut up forever.
interpretation. You can't rely on other outside sources of tafsir. You can't. You have to use your intellect. This is what the Quran teaches. It says you have to use your intellect. And by the way, I've been
Please.
criticized and attacked by Muslims themselves.
I understand.
Oh, you interpret the Quran however you want.
Sure.
I use my own mind through divine
Let me ask you
revelation
this.
to understand and to observe. Earlier you were speaking about preservation. To witness the preservation of the Quran, no one can tell you how to witness it unless you deeply witness it. It's
Sure.
the
My
laws
dear
that
friend.
are protected within the
This
universe.
let's do this really quickly,
Yes,
and
yeah.
then we'll wrap up, and then I'll request you to come to the live stream so we can
and
have
I really
a.
want to know how it's possible to create an environment of peace. To
Sure,
protect
sure.
ourselves
The
from this.
peace that we can bring about is by first of all being honest and open and declaring this is clearly a book of evil, not sugarcoating it, not whitewashing it. But as we would call out Al-Qaeda manual as terrorist, we should also call this out as terrorist. If anyone comes here and says Al-Qaeda manual could also mean something else, by ignoring all sorts of details, people can do that if they wanted to. People are doing that about Hamas these days in our streets. Hamas, who are proper textbook definition of terrorists,
Yes, I agree. Yes.
people in the thousands are walking around in our streets claiming Hamas are freedom fighters. And so people are giving all sorts of excuses for obvious terrorist material. And I don't want you to do that with the same, do the same with the Quran. And that is where, my dear friend, so you asked me earlier, you mentioned earlier, not asked, you mentioned earlier, we need to apply our intellect. You can't go with limited interpretations given by early. I completely agree. But let me ask you this. In the historical context, based on everything that is known in the first 3-4 centuries of Islam, this means kill. Based on the text that is here, this means kill. Based on the only politics possible, which is represented in Surah Al-Baqarah, Surah 9, this means kill. Everything points to the fact that Surah Al-Baqarah points to killing. Not just Surah Al-Baqarah, by the way. I can give you more. When you join the live stream, I'll demonstrate to you. I will demonstrate to you why this is overwhelmingly kill, 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 kill. I will take you through the Quran. Surah 2, Surah Al-Baqarah. I said Al-Baqarah, sorry, this is not Al-Baqarah. Surah At-Tawbah, I'm sorry. Surah Al-Baqarah, you can start with Surah 2. Surah Al-Imran, you can go to Surah 3. Surah 4, Surah 5, Al-Ma'idah. You can go to Surah 7, Surah 8, and Surah 9. Come all the way to Surah 9. Go to Surah 33, Surah 47, Surah 48. The only chapters in which the name of Muhammad is mentioned. 3, 33, 47, 48. You can go through all of that. Go through various other chapters. The admonition over and over again is don't argue to defend the disbelievers. Kill them.
What if I told you I've already done that? I've actually. There's a verse in the Quran that says وَرَتِّلِ الْقُرْآنَ تَرْتِيلًا. Tartila means like a consequence of things. So if I want to take the word kill, like you said, يَقْتُلُونَ, which is qital, I need to extract every single verse that mentions the word qital, and I need to let go of everything that I know about what qital means, and I need to start from, it's called unlearning what you learn. One of the most challenging to do anything in life is to unlearn what you know.
Unlearn meanings of words?
Yes, you could unlearn meanings. For example,
unlearn meanings of words?
Yes, you unlearn meanings. Yes.
Can I please comment to you, my dear friend? If you want to know,
we do that all the time.
Please, one second.
Years back in the
One
used to
second.
mean amazing.
One
now
second.
it does. You can unlearn and
One
create
second,
new meaning.
please, 1 second.
Exactly.
1 second. If you want to know what Al-Qaeda manual says, please don't unlearn anything. Learn what the...
That's bad.
Please listen.
Very wrong.
But please listen.
Yes.
Where you are going wrong, I'm pointing out right now. If you want to know what Al-Qaeda manual says, don't try and conveniently sit somewhere and unlearn and come up with new secret meanings of words. Don't do.
Yeah,
in which, please, let me finish.
They're trying to deviate the
Let me please finish. Let me please finish.
Satanic.
Let me please finish.
This is who Al-Qaeda, like a terrorist.
1 second.
Group, right?
I know. 1 second.
Okay.
Please don't unlearn. Learn their text, their manual in its historical context. If you want to know what the Quran is saying, when it is obviously talking about giving up your life, giving up your properties in this, everything in this world, so you can acquire them there, and then says go fight, go be killed, and kill and be killed. Please note carefully, my dear friend.
Yes, you know who that
once,
is?
please. In the historical context, my dear friend, you just need to study history. 7th century, Islam began doing that in the Hijazi. It spread rapidly. By the end of the 7th century, it was already in Syria, already going into Israel,
Yes.
already going into Egypt,
Yes,
already beginning to go even eastward. And in a couple of more centuries, they came, 2 or 3 more, 4 more centuries, they came even into Indian subcontinent, that Islam took over by the sword, killing, massacring people in the millions right from the 7th century. Because why? They understood the meaning in its context, in its historical context. If you want to know what the text means, learn the meaning in its context. Study the Islamic history. It began in the 7th century, continued spreading. You know, when the Islamic terror really was brought to a
But for me,
brief
Islam
pause.
is not history. I don't look at Islam. I look at Islam very differently to a lot of people. I believe being a Muslim is a verb. It's not a noun. So if today, if you're calling to peace in the context of Islam, you're considered a Muslim, not in the sense that you follow the Islamic teachings and prayer and whatnot, but the fact that you call to peace, you're considered by default you're a Muslim because you call to peace, right? And if a Muslim can, you know,
Show me, no, I apologies. Show me one considerable teaching here which is peace towards non-Muslims. Love and peace towards non-Muslims. One chunky passage, please, anywhere in the Quran.
that Muslims like.
That the Quran teaches Muslims to love and show peace with non-Muslims. Anywhere,
Okay, let me get it.
please.
What is salam alaikum?
Who knows? It could mean.
Is that in the Quran?
If you say salam alaikum and chop my head off, it means a particular thing, my dear friend. If
I'm
they shout
asking
out
a
Allah,
question, dude.
I'm answering. Don't be offended. I just answered. Why are you offended?
No,
Are
he
you
was
offended
also-
by
he
the
was also
answer?
answering.
Look,
But
what
the
does
tone-
salamu
the
alaikum
tone in
mean?
which he was responding
upon
didn't
you.
seem very,
Peace be
you
upon
know.
Upon who?
Upon you.
Upon who?
Upon the person that you're saying it to.
Yeah, upon what? Who does the Quran? Who does the Quran ask you to say this to? Does the Quran teach anywhere in the Quran, in context, anywhere in the Quran where it teaches considerably live in peace, live in love towards non-Muslims?
وَقُولُوا لِلنَّاسِ حُسْنًا. Say to
Where?
people good, all the people, it doesn't matter what faith
My
or
dear
religion
friend,
they are.
where are you reading from? Please tell me first.
Okay, let me, this is Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 83.
Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 83. What does it say?
No, hang on, sorry, actually. No, 1 minute. Okay, yeah, sorry, verse 83. وإذ أخذنا ميثاق بني إسرائيل لا تعبدون إلا الله وبالوالدين إحسانا وذي القربى واليتامى والمساكين وقولوا للناس حسنا. Right?
What does it mean?
It means basically that we took the covenant from the children of Israel, right, to not worship anyone but God, but Allah, and do good to your parents and the close people to you, and the orphans and the ones who are vulnerable, and say good to people.
Maybe you misunderstood my question.
Okay,
I'll ask you the question again.
It doesn't say, for example, to a specific gender or specific.
Please
religion.
listen to my question
It's good
again.
To people.
You didn't understand my question properly. Please.
Okay.
Can I please ask you to listen
So
to
if it's telling,
please.
If it's telling you to say good to people, so imagine what it would ask you, but
please listen to my question.
It can't ask you to say good to people and until you're going killed.
But please listen to my
Do you see
question.
what I mean?
I know what you mean,
You're
but
asking
you
for the
didn't.
specific
But you
word
didn't
peace.
understand the question.
Okay.
You didn't understand.
Okay.
God. Okay. The question is this: show me a substantial passage in context in the Quran which teaches love and peace that Muslims should practice with non-Muslims? That's the question asked. God of the Bible teaches peace all the time. No doubt about that.
I think that doesn't quite.
Let us
one
search.
second, no, I feel there's a reason I need to say this. Just one second.
But
Because from what
I'll come
somebody
to you,
was
please.
telling, 1 second, bro.
Okay.
It's
You-
relevant. While she's searching.
But I want to.
One Muslim once said to me,
Are you a Muslim
brother,
also?
I'm nothing.
So please.
You know, I'm here to learn.
Sure.
But I'm also here to understand. But
Sure,
in order
sure.
to understand, I need to let you understand what I'm currently
Sure,
understanding.
but I'm trying to have a conversation
And
with her.
she's currently searching.
Yeah, and I'm trying to focus so we don't get distracted, please.
Okay, but you've been ignoring me
Okay.
all day.
No, you are my friend. Why would I ignore you?
Are you
please?
sure?
Okay.
Of
Okay.
course you
ولا
are my friend.
تجعلوا
Why?
الله عرضة لأيمانكم أن تبروا وتتقوا وتصلحوا بين الناس والله سميع عليم. Do not make your oath by Allah an excuse against being righteous and fearing Allah and making peace amongst people.
Sorry, one
Okay,
second.
and Allah
No,
is hearing and knowing.
One second. No, one
It's
second.
When Allah says an-nas, it means people. It means it has not identified.
No, but before, no,
it's
one
not a
second,
specific
one second,
gender,
one second.
It's every single
But one
person.
second,
Are
one
you not
second.
people?
1 second.
Exactly.
So you moved away from Surah Al-Baqarah already, the previous verse you gave, because that was clearly speaking to the people of Israel, yeah? So you moved away from
But
that.
do you know who the people of Israel are? The people in Palestine, the people, all of these are the children of Israel because they, we
Do you understand Islam came in the 7th century?
They're not, okay, you have to understand this is a whole different, we need to go deeper into it.
Yeah, sure.
But according to my
so-
perception, the Hebrew, when God says Hebrews, al-Yahud, it's not necessarily referring to the Jews that we currently know. There are people in my family who call themselves Muslim, but their attributes and the way they act is Jewish. I was raised in Egypt, I live in Egypt. The majority of the huge population of the Egyptian community is actually Jewish.
In what way?
They are Hebrews.
In what way?
In the way they learn and the way they practice their faith.
I'm talking about ethnicity. Do you care about...
not ethnicity.
When you know, 1 second.
I'm speaking about their spiritual identity.
1 second, 1 second. When you ignore the identity, ethnic identity of people, that's already anti-Semitism. Are you aware of this? I can't just suddenly come here and say I'm an Arab. I can't do this. I can't just,
No, you
claim.
can't. If somebody-
I can't, there are
an
some
Arab-
black people, 1 second.
They are-
There are some black people who go around claim they are
Do you know what
Israelites.
it means to be an Arab?
My dear friend, please.
Do you know what
Being
it
a Jew is an ethnic identity. I'm concerned about it. Here is where, you're coming up with all sorts of ideas which are bereft of historical understanding. I care about history, not some reinventing historical facts. Can I please suggest you one little thing, please? I know we have gone on for a while. Can I please recommend, we can have a long conversation. I know you come from a point of view where you want to reinvent the definitions of almost many things. Can I request you to join our live stream? If you email Operation Stephen.
Wait, this on Thursday, you said?
Operation Stephen, Thursdays. But on Thursdays, we do standard challenging, which is 15 minutes. But you seem to come from a very different point of view. What I'd like to do is have an honest, open conversation. Operation Stephen, with a PH. With a PH, yeah. Stephen with a PH, no problem. Stephen, yeah, that one, yeah. Stephen, and there, if you open any of our videos, you'll find out email address, WhatsApp number, email address. If you WhatsApp email, we can organize for a conversation and I can help, we can have a conversation of how to understand Islamic text, what it means in the historical context and in the textual context.
But don't you
It's
find
important.
that a bit, don't you find, I want to ask you one final question. Don't you agree that there are some people who also open the Bible and
There are some what?
people who open the Bible and misunderstand it and they practice it wrong. Do you not agree? Something like that. Some people do that.
You can't misunderstand the Bible and be a murderer. You can't. There's no way you can
What
stretch
would
the
you
Bible.
say? What?
There's no way to stretch the
But-
Bible to become a murderer. No way.
Once I did a case study. I did a social experiment. I did a social experiment in a psychic ward where I went and I put myself in there to kind of observe the kind of people who are there. And majority of the people who were sectioned were either Christians or Muslims. It was only both religions, right? All of them. Like, would you identify?
Where was this?
this was in Hammersmith mental health unit. And when you sit with them and you speak about their religion, Muslims and Christians, what they're taught at home is to hate the other religion.
No, this is no. Please don't. Please don't do this. Please don't do.
I'm even saying Muslims. Okay, I'm speaking. They're taught to think that this other party or this other faith is going to hell. You see, and when you say, "Oh, but I read the Bible. It doesn't say that," and then they say, "No, it does say that," and they're very strongly opinionated about it. It could be because they understand the Bible wrong, right?
My dear friend, I know you're talking
Anyone can read anything
My
and
dear friend.
misunderstand it.
My dear friend.
You could be upset and I could misunderstand your...
My dear
How
friend.
many people
Sorry, just
today
to-
My dear
accused
friend.
you of being racist?
Arul, just
Do you
one
know of
second,
anyone?
Arul.
One second.
Wait,
One
no,
second.
no, no,
Do you
no.
know of anyone
1 second,
who is going
brother.
around shouting out Jesus Akbar and killing anyone?
How many?
Hey, and speakers go on. I have seen...
No,
before.
anywhere in the
Yes,
UK,
yes,
anywhere
yes.
in the world. Jesus Akbar, go kill someone. Do you see anyone? Praise the Lord and go kill someone. Do
It
you
was
see
in the
anyone?
Bible already. It's already happened. You've
Do you
already
see anyone?
dealt with that. Are you
To go
aware
and
of the
say kill someone.
Canaanites?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, so please
you aware
don't
of the
debate
Canaanites?
things in a minute. You cannot,
I'm not
my dear
talking
friend,
about
you cannot
But
stretch.
it doesn't mean it does not exist.
Right. So can I play? I'd like to wrap up here in a good note, in a friendly note.
Yeah.
Please come, please email, please WhatsApp.
Yeah,
The
definitely.
Thursday live stream won't be suitable for us because that's a 15-minute standard.
You mean the Thursday, you mean?
Yeah, we do Thursday live streams, but that's not
go into
suitable for us because there we do a standard 15-minute debate.
Ah, I see.
But you want to have, you're coming from a background where you're trying to, be open about many things and so on, which is
exactly.
good, which is really good. I really encourage you to continue to study dispassionately. But can I please suggest you, therefore, we need to do a special stream of some sort,
Yeah.
which I'm willing to do. Please email, let's set something up to have a flexible conversation where I can take you right the way through Quran and I can help you understand that you cannot come to a good understanding of good morals from the Quran at all.
But I have learned these morals from the Quran and from the
Sure.
Bible.
So when we arrange when we do the conversation,
the Quran and the Bible have
my dear
changed
friend,
my life.
when we
I
actually,
can't-
the Bible would, the Quran wouldn't. But here is where,
But
when
the
we,
Quran has.
yeah,
Are
when
you-
we,
you're-
when we do the conversation, we will see whether the Quran actually justifies any good you wanted to do, or if it is purely misunderstanding and doing something. I'd like to.
Can I ask you
But
a
lovely to
question,
see you. God's
considering
blessings.
that he's
What's your name?
ignoring me?
Hafsa.
Hafsa, lovely to speak to you. God's blessings. It was a pleasure. What you're doing is marvelous. You need to dispassionately. Where are you from? Egypt, you said.
No, I'm originally Moroccan, but I was born here and raised in Egypt. We were traveling back and forth. So
Sure.
kind
Lovely.
of,
But Hafsa, it's a pleasure speaking to you. But let's set up this conversation. Let's once and for all settle this myth that the Quran teaches any good. But let's go through that in detail. Yeah, please. Yeah, email. Lovely. God's blessings to you. Thank you.